Are you interested in agro-processing and you're looking for farm produce that you can use as raw materials to produce things for either products that you use within the country or for exports? Then this video is for you. Welcome to Center-ECD Enterprise TV. My name is Ihedimma Kakwekwune. I'm your anchor for Food Tech Talks. And today we're going to be looking at 10 farm produce that are readily available in the rich soil of Edo State. I bet you want to pay attention to this. So the next time you have bulk money and you want to go into food processing or packaging, these raw materials are readily available for you. Number one is plantain. Yes, we all know it. Edo plantain is like no other. So plantain is, we all know plantain. Plantain is one of the common food products you can find in the south of Nigeria, even in the west and in the east. It's found in many parts of the country, but Edo State is well endowed with this. The soil of Edo can produce good quality plantain suckers. And when you have plantain is a product that you can use largely all parts of it as raw materials for your production. For the major one that we know as food, which is the fruit itself, it can be used, the general ones we all know as making the flour can be used for swallow. You can make plantain chips out of it, either ripe or unripe. We can also use the plantain, yes, I've mentioned, to make swallow for people that are looking for maybe low starch products. But apart from these, the plantain trunk also is a raw material that I see that is wasted in Nigeria, in Edo State. So somebody that is thinking of a unique product to start, you can invest in plantain trunk. The trunk itself, using it as a raw material to produce, it is very, very rich in fiber. It can be processed into fiber that can be used for making chairs, that can be used for making fabric that you can use in either making clothing or bags or yarn for wools. You can also process the plantain trunk into hair extensions. Hair extensions is big business in Africa today, and apart from making human hair, you can get fiber that is similar to human hair from plantain suckers. So it's something that anybody should consider going into. Another food product that is abundant in Edo State is cashew. I'm telling you, there are parts of Edo that you will go to, you see a lot of cashew, the seed, the fruit, every part of the cashew plant. And cashew can fruit repeatedly for many years. It's a cash crop. And the plantain fruit, when you see the fruit itself, you will see the nuts, that's the seed, and the star apple, which is the fruit. The cashew seed can be used for the roasted cashew that we all know, but that roasted cashew can also be used as a raw material to make the cashew butter. Cashew butter is similar to peanut butter that can be used as bread spread. You can have that. You can also have cashew milk, processing the seed and blending it into a milk that does not necessarily have that milk in itself, the cow milk in itself, like a plant-based milk, which is very rich and very nourishing. We can also process that cashew into all sorts of bread spread or toppings for people that are into pastries. The cashew star apple is another thing that many people are wasting. I am really interested in food products that are not fully utilized. The cashew star apple in many cashew orchards that I've seen are raked in piles to a corner and they are not used to produce anything. That thing is money wasting. Someone can go into it, you can start researching on it immediately to see benefits of what you can use the cashew star apple to do. You can use it in making beverage, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages can be made from the cashew star apple, which is the edible fruit. You can also use it in making jam. It can be processed into cashew jam, which can be used as bread spread or toppings for pastries. The cashew star apple also can be used in making wine. It's a raw material for producing wine. And apart from wine, it can also be produced into something similar to rubber. So there are things that you can use this star apple to do. Another part of the cashew that is wasted is the shell. When you have roasted and when you have processed the seed inside the shell in itself, it's also a useful raw material that can be used for making some resins. So this part of cashew is abundant in Edo State. The seed is already being used as cashew seed. But what of the star apple? What of the shell? Someone should go into research about these things, and they are readily available as free raw materials being wasted in cashew farms. Another farm produce that is readily available in Benin City, in Edo State, is fish. Catfish precisely. Catfish, there are a certain time within Edo State that almost every backyard, before you pass through a street, you can meet two people or three where they have fish farm in their farms. Then you can also have the established fish farms here and there in every area or neighborhood within the state. Fish is very, very readily available in Benin City. So if you are looking for a product for your raw material that you should go into processing, then you might want to consider fish. Catfish, everybody knows that the major way that people use it, consume it, is as dried fish. Dried fish is exportable to many countries. So if you're thinking of going into export, you can consider exporting dried catfish. You can also use the fish to process into fish fillet or even making animal feed. Yes, people grow catfish just to 1 month or 2 months and then mill it into protein base for making feed, because feed is really very expensive now, and one of the major things that are expensive in the feed is the protein part of it. So you can consider that. Catfish oil is also another source of omega-3 fatty acids. I don't know any company that is producing fish oil in Nigeria. I don't know of any. Maybe I've not researched enough, but I don't know of any. But if you check the fatty acid profile of catfish, you see that there are similarities between that and the cod liver oil, which sells as a as a high cost and also highly beneficial for the growth of children, pregnant women, and everybody precisely. So these are things we should consider. One other product that is readily available in Edo State is groundnut. Groundnut grows very well in the land of Edo, and when you consider the areas like Auchi, they also have the special large seed groundnut that is really of global high value. So groundnut is something that people can consider using as a raw material to go into groundnut processing rather than exporting whole seeds. You can process it into peanut butter. You can process the groundnut into groundnut oil. We don't used to see groundnut oil anymore like it used to be, but groundnut oil is a very nutritious plant-based oil that we can use in cooking. We can also produce it into peanut crackers, peanut chocolate bars. There are chocolate bars that you can combine with peanuts to come up with a unique product that is very, very good and interesting. Now, the groundnut shell, which is also a raw material that is rich in protein. It can also be processed into animal feed. One other product that I don't see many people processing, but is very, very much available in Edo State, is bitter kola. Yes, bitter kola. The only use of bitter kola is not just to chew it. I use bitter kola mostly when I have cough or catarrh. That's when I remember bitter kola. I know there are people that chew on it habitually. Some people use it for rituals. But bitter kola it has a lot of health benefits. That product is fully loaded. It's a strong antioxidant. It's a strong anti-inflammatory product. So it can be processed into bitter kola drink. You can have bitter kola drink as a health-based drink that you can process it into herbal tea that people can just extract the active ingredients in it and have it as a nourishing tea for rejuvenating the body and all that. So bitter kola can be processed into also bitter kola capsules. Yes, it's something that pharmaceutical companies can explore, or pharmacists in the country can explore, making food products, drugs, supplements, food supplements and even nutraceuticals from bitter kola plants and bitter kola seed especially. Another product that we want to consider is a very sweet and delicious one, Bini pineapple. Pineapple is so good. It's one of the products that most times when they say a product is very nourishing, most times you find out that the taste is off. Bitter kola does not taste sweet, but is good, is very nourishing. But pineapple, it's thumbs up to pineapple. Pineapple is very delicious, but then it's also very healthy and it's very much available in Edo State, the land of Edo. You can have pineapple orchards with minimum soil treatment in many parts of Edo State. Saying that, it doesn't mean that you should not work on your soil, but the soil of Edo accepts pineapple very, very well. So if you want to go into pineapple processing, then you have your raw materials readily waiting for you. And if you're interested in going into pineapple farming, that's a very brilliant thing to do. Pineapple can be processed into pineapple drink. Very delicious, very healthy. It can also be processed into dried pineapple. Yes, dried pineapple slices. Pineapple is a very chewy snack. It's something that people that want to snack healthy can just go for dried pineapples. Pineapple can also be used in making liquor. Yes, pineapple wine and fermented product, pineapple beer. Yes, you can brew it out of pineapple. So these are the things you can produce out of pineapples. Our palm oil, Bini, the land of Edo, produces palm fruits very, very much. And palm fruit is a plant that is like a gift from God to people, a gift from nature to Nigerians. So Edo palm fruits do very, very well. They have good quality palm fruits from the land of Edo. Palm fruit, apart from our regular palm oil, you can also have the PKO. You can have do distillation of the palm oil and get different fractions of it, the olein. You can get the sludge out of it that you can also use as a base for paints and all that. The palm fruit also can be processed into the fiber from the palm fruit can also be used. In fact, every part of the palm fruit can be used. So it's if you're thinking of any product line out of the palm fruit, then welcome to Edo State. You're going to get the raw materials readily available for you. There are so many products, and honestly, the Edo land is very rich in so many farm produce. I've not spoken about cocoa. Cocoa is available in Edo. I don't know much of chocolate factories around, but this is something somebody should consider. I'm giving you ideas now. Consider going into chocolate production. I've not mentioned the Edo yam is of export quality, very rich yam. Apart from eating yam, boiling yam, there are many things we can produce out of yam. Yam flour, yam flakes, biscuits actually. Yes, there are so many things we can produce out of yam. But we can also talk about cocoa yam. Moringa also does well in this part of the country. So I'm going to stop here. I believe I've given someone some ideas on farm produce that are available in Edo State. So the next time you are thinking of what part of Nigeria should you float a food processing factory, consider the land of Edo State. Come over. We're welcoming people. We're ready to welcome you. We're happy to have investors around here, and we're happy to collaborate with anybody that wants to develop the land further. Thank you very much for watching today's episode of Food Tech Talk with Mrs. K. My name is Ihedimma. I'm your anchor for this program, and I want you to subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification button so that anytime we release a new video, you will be the first to get notified. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.